Hello, my name's Lewis Tyler, Managing Editor of International Fire and Safety Journal. Delighted to be here at INTERSCHUTZ, joining the MSA stand. And of course, Fran Breen, you're with me here today, Segment Marketing Manager. Now, we were talking before about how, that concept of MSA, it's the right information to the right person at the right time. This is exactly that. So I just wondered if you could talk about how this brings everything together for the end user.
Sure. So we've got everything lined up in a flow, but where it really starts is with the firefighter wearing the SCBA. What we've got is our control module on here. This is important because this is the key to everything. It's capturing the firefighter's air pressure real time, and it's displaying it on the screen there. It's displaying it with color-coded background as well, meaning they've got strong air pressure, it's going to be lit green. If it falls, say, below 150 bar, it'll be yellow. If it goes lower, it's going to get red. So when they're realizing they need to evacuate, alarm status. So it's going to highlight that. It's also lit on the sides to highlight that as well. They can see also, for example, it's got a motion alarm built in there. So if there's no movement for 30 seconds, it's going to go into alarm, and they have to acknowledge that. The information from here then is transmitted out of there. I should say, actually, before I jump into that, what the firefighter sees on here is both digital and analog, meaning if ever the battery was to go, they're still going to see the air pressure, they're still going to have the information they need. So that information is then transmitted further, and the next step in the process, or in the flow I should say, is this. This is the M1 repeater. The M1 repeater is really a pretty simple thing in that it takes the signal and it relays it. So this comes into play if you've got firefighters, for example, in high-rise buildings, underground, large industrial complexes, so covering big ground where you need to get a signal from the firefighter to the incident commander who is controlling the firefighters on the scene there. So you can have up to 4 of these repeaters at various points. So at the base of a stairwell, at a sort of entry point, that type of thing. So it helps to relay the signal. They can be in any order, that's not important. And it's large distances. The repeater then relays the final step to this. This is the MSA Hub. The MSA Hub has multi-functions. It captures the information, it stores it, but it also sends to the cloud and creates a hotspot where we can connect locally with an iPad and see the information in real time. So what we see in real time, for example, and I've got one on the screen here, is firefighter status. As you can see, their air pressure is green, so there's no problems there. You can see remaining time. And importantly, we can also see the alarm status too. So if the firefighter is in alarm, the incident commander is going to see that. Or if the incident commander wants to pull the firefighter, they can trigger an evacuation from the iPad as well. So it's really a complete flow. What we've really focused on, as you said at the start, is the correct information to the right person at the right time. So to the firefighter, when they need to be triggered for evacuation, for example, or to the incident commander to understand what's going on with their firefighters.
And then, the word connectivity is, it really sums up what MSA are all about. It's really getting that information to the firefighter. You're displaying this at INTERSCHUTZ this year. Is this something that, end users, your customers are saying, look, we really need this. It gives us the right information. It's that data, making the most of data that might otherwise go unused, and it's improving safety.
Well, this is the important thing, is actually the firefighters, when we've been here a couple of days now, talking to lots of fire brigades on site, and they are really interested in this. And some of them have sort of seen it mentioned, seen it in press releases, and they've been really chuffed to get their hands on it because they can see the benefit it has. It gets an emotional reaction on both sides, actually, from the firefighter side, because they can see the real information firsthand and the connectivity, know that somebody's got their back, but also from the people looking maybe at the data end of it as well. The number of people who've asked me here, but can I get my logs off of this? Can I actually see the data after the event? That sort of thing. So, yes.
Fran, thank you.
Thank you very much.